Welcome back to our second part of the lesson. And here we want to look at this table or this pyramid that is indicating the population structure. Now, this is a pyramid. As I've said, it is divided into two. Okay, we have our population, that is this side we have males, and here we have the female. Alright, then we have 0, we have 5, we have 10, the same here, 0, 5, 10, and we have 15 here, and 15 here. Then here we have the edges. So, for example, we are saying the first bar here, we're talking about people between 0 and 4 years, right? Between 0 and 4 years. Then the next bar here, we're talking about people between 5 and 9 years, 5 to 9 years. And next, we have people between 10 and 14 years, then 15 to 19, and so on and so forth, until up here. Alright, here we have 75 and over. That is where they are. So from the pyramid, you can clearly see that our population for this country, it is evenly distributed between the males and the females. So according to sex or gender, it is evenly distributed. Alright, we have an equal number of males as the females. Then as we go up, right, we see the population going down, meaning those between 0 and 4 years are the majority. Right? Then the next is 5 to 9 years, 10 to 14, 15 to 19. Then those people above 65 years, right, here now, here and here, they are the minority. So our population structure here basically is comprised mainly of people below 65 years. Now, what is the implication of population size and structure on development? When we have seen this structure here, according to age, according to sex, according to levels of education, income distribution, what impact does it have on development? Now, this refers to the effects of high population. These effects can be both positive or negative. Let's look at the positive implication. One, there will be increase in market. So high population increases general demand for goods and services. This encourages investments. Number two, high labor supply. When there's a higher population, there will be high labor supply. Yeah, because we are saying that high population increases labor supply since there will be many skilled people in the population willing to work, and this enables firms to hire qualified staff at a relatively lower cost. There will also be advancement in technology. Competition for survival makes people creative, right? So they will come up with better ways of doing things. There will be diversity in talents, right? In high populated regions, there are varieties of talents available, which enables maximum usage of technology to improve productivity. The negative implications include: 1, decrease in per capita income. With a large population, if we divide the total national income, per capita income becomes smaller. There will be increase in dependency levels. In high population, many people will be unemployed, therefore depending on the few who are employed, and this reduces savings and investments. The reduction in savings and investments, as we have said, in high populations, the number of consumers exceeds the number of those who work, and as such, more incomes are consumed and very little is saved. There will also be high rate of unemployment. In overpopulated regions, the number of people willing to work exceeds the available jobs, which leads to many people being unemployed. There is a strain on social amenities like schools, hospitals, housing, stadium, and so forth. There's an equal distribution of income, right, where few people may have a lot of income, whereas majority have very low levels of income. Then also there will be environmental degradation. With overpopulation, natural resources will be overexploited as people look for means of survival, right? People want to set up homesteads, and therefore forests are going to be cut down, which leads to desertification. And finally, for today, we want to look at what we call the vicious cycle of rapid population growth, right? The vicious cycle of rapid population growth. Now, we are saying having a high population is a problem because of what we have seen. Yeah, there will be a problem of environment, there will be a problem of housing, and so on. So these are problems already. The government is not able to get up oil. There will be low savings, there will be low investments, poverty sets in, there is insufficient housing, and so forth. So when we start with a high population growth, right, there is a series of events that take place that makes the original problem worse. So we have a problem of a rapid population growth. Population is bigger. It leads to other problems that makes population even grow further. This is what we call a vicious cycle of rapid population growth. Now, if you look at the cycle here, we start with rapid population growth. That is where we start. Now, when we have a rapid population growth, it leads to high dependency ratio. Why? Not majority of the people will not find employment, and therefore will rely on the few who work. So there is high dependency ratio. What does that mean? There will be low incomes per capita income. If few are working, so they are the ones who are generating the income, right? Population is high. So if we divide, we realize that the per capita income is very low. Because of that, it leads to low savings. The few who are working are supporting majority who are not working because of the high dependency level. So there is low savings. If people don't save, what happens? There is low investment. They are not able to start businesses. Everything they earn, they consume. There is no savings, there is no investment. If they don't invest, what happens? They become poor. It leads to poverty. Now, people who are poor, they don't work, they don't do anything. What happens? They are ignorant about family planning methods. They are not able to afford the family planning method. What happens? They give birth to many children. So it leads back to rapid population growth, which was the original problem. And that brings us to the end of our lesson.